It's not that it's like, wow, that's it, really? Some people like expecting the Great Wall of China or something like that. Now, the thing about the Berlin Wall is actually it wasn't the physical wall itself, okay? That was so difficult to cross, that was so feared. It was actually, what happened is, it was just there to slow you down, okay? The real thing about the Berlin Wall was so scary, so feared, was the area that lied between the two walls. This area was called the Death Strip, alright? Now, inside the Death Strip, there were patrolling vehicles, there were armed guards, there were dogs, there were snipers, there were spotlights, there were tripwires for sirens. In some places, there was actually landmines, there was raked sand as well, so it would slow you down so you couldn't run as fast or jump as high to get over that wall, right? So it's called the Death Strip for a pretty good reason, okay? Now, actually, guards were actually paid a bonus and possibly even given a promotion if they shot and killed someone fleeing from the east into the west through the Death Strip. All right, so definitely call it Death Strip for good reason. Now, what we're looking at right here, this section of the wall is what I call probably the 4th generation of the Berlin Wall. All right. After that, first thing they had was armed guards with barbed wire, of course, right? Surrounding the city of West Berlin. After what they ended up doing, was they started stacking large cement blocks on top of one another as well as bricks. Now, it's probably a rather inefficient way to build the wall that way. And a lot of people actually see the Berlin Wall as being built. They were jumping out of their houses, trying to get through as fast as they could. Actually, some people tried to drive through the wall, knocking down large sections of it. All right. So East Germany was looking for a more efficient way to build a wall. Now, eventually, what happens is East Germany found these L-shaped cement blocks right over here. Now, these L-shaped cement blocks, they were originally used for road construction. All right. The reinforced concrete, factory made, very fast, very smart idea because what happens is, right, if somebody does want to drive through this section of the wall, right, if they hit it, right, and they knock it over, what's going to happen is that L-shape's still going to come up and it's going to flip that car right over, right? And if the wall is damaged in any way, shape, or form, or if each one needs to move the wall in any way, shape, or form, all they have to do is get a forklift or a crane, just pick it up, move it aside, put it somewhere else, all right? It's very fast, very efficient. Now, it's also good militarily, actually, which is kind of interesting. What happened is East Germany actually originally built the Berlin Wall to quote-unquote protect East Germany just in case West Berlin decided to invade, all right? Which is kind of a funny thing, because this is West Berlin, this is East Germany, all right? Not going to happen. Now, the last thing they put on the Berlin Wall is that tubing right along the top. You guys see that right there? Now, originally they had barbed wire. Now, the thing about the barbed wire on top of the wall is it made it easy for people to actually get over the wall with it. They would jump up, they would grab onto it, they would pull themselves up and over with the barbed wire. Be sure, if their hands might be cut off, their chest, their face, they're over the wall, into the west, that's what really matters to the west. Now, this tubing right over here is actually sewage piping. Alright? East Germany bought it from West Germany, right? Which is really kind of funny. They're like, yeah, hi East Germany, here, listen, West Germany, we need so many kilometers of sewage piping. And West Germany's like, oh great, we're trading with the East, right? And they got up the next morning and saw this whole wall covered in that piping. They were pretty pissed off. Now, the piping is actually a very smart idea because it's exactly the wrong shape for your hand. You can't jump up and get a hand on that thing. You can't get a hook up on there, alright? It's pretty difficult to get over. The only real way to get over this thing is really with a ladder, okay? And I'm sure if you're running around East Berlin, around the Berlin Wall with a ladder, somebody's gonna have some questions for you, especially in those guard towers that are patrolling all down these roads, all right? Now, there's a fence around this section of the Berlin Wall. You guys see that, right? A little fence is sitting right here. I know it's kind of strange, a fence around the Berlin Wall. I'm sure if you look at the irony in the dictionary, it's gotta be a picture of that in there. Now, the reason this fence is there, it's there to protect the Berlin Wall, okay? It's there to protect the Berlin Wall from you guys, okay? Tourists, people who come here want to take a little piece of history home with them. Now, the reason why they're trying to protect this section of the wall is not just because of the wall itself, but actually what lies behind this section of the wall, all right? So what we're gonna do actually is we're gonna walk right over to the corner. I'm gonna show you guys what's lying behind it.